as bad as putting meat and carbohydrates together. Okay? Did you know that the fruits have to stay in their family? If you take the fruit, berries have to be with berries, right? Melons have to be with melons, right? Apples, they have to be in their family, right? You cannot mix them together because the body says, I can't digest all of that. And so then you have issues with the moisture being taken out of the blood, the heart's pumping fast. So if the heart's pumping fast, what is the sister or brother-in-law to the heart? What organ? The kidneys. Wonder why there's a lot of dialysis going on. Because that poor kidney got to filter everything that you're going through the blood. That all the liquid that's going through the blood. So if you're doing meats, that blood is like mud. And so that mud is going to the glomerulus of the kidney, and the filter is this thin. And so you got all that stuff going to the kidney. So what happens to the glomerulus? Boop, it collapses. That's called kidney failure. This is not rocket science. A lot of times I find that we don't understand anatomy and physiology. I'm licensed by the Ohio State Medical Board, and they taught me nothing. Had it not been for Dr. Llaila Afrika really helping me to understand how the body functions, I wouldn't know it till today. But when you can understand that if your heart is having an issue, what other organ's gonna have an issue too by default? The kidneys. If you on blood pressure meds, you need to be taking something natural for your what? Your kidneys. Because when you have high blood pressure and you're on blood pressure medication, they want to give you a diuretic. And what does that diuretic do? So you done took the moisture from your diet. Now it's dry, taking more moisture from you with the diuretic. Can you see how you have an issue upon issue, all to get the blood pressure down, but it's false. This is a false thing. You're not really fixing anything. And that's why you get, more trauma to your heart. That's why they say, if some people who have a stroke or they have a heart attack, oh, you can have some afterwards. Well, do tell. How can I have more heart attacks if I didn't have a heart attack? Because you never told me how it happened. You had the heart attack, you had the stroke, but nobody sat you down and said, if you do this, this, and this, if you keep on eating salt, keep on drinking, keep on not combining your foods correctly, you will soon repeat how you got here in the first place. You know why they don't tell you? Because they don't know. Because they don't know. They so damn deep. They deep. They so deep, the basic stuff they miss. This is basic. Okay? So I need to know how many reformed criminals, how many people want to be reformed?
Yes.
How many people like being criminals? I just want to see if you just like being guilty, can you just let me know? Because you got some career ones, right? Yeah, I like it. The only way you can be not guilty is to follow rules. The body has rules. How many of us are not in the bed by 10 o'clock? The body says, I need you to start laying down, because when you're laying down is when certain organs will start to repair themselves. If you're up at night, if you work at night, and bless your heart, because I know some people can't help it because that's how they make their living, but the body don't care. The body don't feel sorry for you. The body, okay. The liver say, well, I can't do nothing, I'm chilling. Because this person is throwing boxes or driving or on the telephone. You have to be laying down by 10 o'clock so that the body can start doing its repair cycle. And there's a repair cycle at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, and there's how many? Let's talk about the systems of the body. All the systems don't fix themselves at once, right? So you have the circulatory system, right? You got the immune system, right? You got the skeletal system, right? You got the digestive system, right? You got all these different systems inside the body. You got the respiratory. You got a lot of different systems, but this is 1 hour, this is 1 hour, this is 1 hour, this is 1 hour. This is 1 hour. Do you understand why you got to be laid down by a certain hour? Because each one of them need their time to start to get rid of their waste and regenerate. Excuse me, the crimes that we commit. The crimes that we commit. Some of us cannot go to bed at night. I just can't sleep. Lay down. I don't care if you're not sleeping. Just lay down and let the body do what it needs to do. Let's talk about the circadian rhythm. Excuse me. What is it, sir?
It's cycles of the body.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What kind of cycles?
With different times of they have different cycles. And the best cycle is the REM sleep. One of the best cycles.
Okay, so let me tell you something, bro. This is the cycle I'm talking about. That's good. Okay? I'm talking about the circadian rhythm where this is a clock and the body doesn't change it. The body says, this is what I do every single day, and I'm not going an hour before, and I'm not going an hour after.
8 hours?
Okay? It's 24 hours. And let me tell you, at 8 o'clock p.m., everybody say 8 o'clock p.m.?
8 o'clock p.m.
You should be done eating. You should be finished. The body cannot take in any more food after 8 p.m. So from 8 p.m. to 4 in the morning, the body's processing the food from the day. Okay? I said 8 p.m. to what?
4.
So then from 4 a.m. to 12 noon, the body is getting rid of the waste. So y'all eating breakfast, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Oh, I gotta get some energy. You're not getting energy from that. You're not getting energy from that because it's it's the body's job to get rid of the waste between 4 a.m. and 12 noon. Whether you know it or not, it don't matter. The body said you can keep going with your ignorant self. This is what I'm doing. And you keep on getting guilties, you're gonna get sick. And so it'll give you a runny nose, it'll give you allergies. They're like, my allergies is so bad because you keep on breaking rules. Okay? So then we went from 4 a.m. to who? 12 noon. And then from 12 noon to 8, that's when you should be consuming your food. And really, your heaviest food should be consumed closer to the noon. Okay? And you should tailor down the amount of foods that you eat as it gets later. Or you're going to be sick. Or you're going to be sick. This is your choice. Some people don't start cooking foods till 6 o'clock. Some of us, and this is the biggest crime. Can you imagine those who are sitting here that might have young children, what time you fed them? What time was you feeding your kid? How many kids was eating dinner at 9 o'clock at night? So they didn't have a chance. You started them off being sick when they was young. And they took that bad habit and they took it and did it to their kids. And they going to take that bad habit and they going to keep it going, generational. And that's why one generation can have high blood pressure. Well, I have high blood pressure because my mother had it. Because you're doing the same thing your mother did. Right. You have diabetes like grandma did because you making cakes like she did. Right. Okay? This is not hereditary in a sense that you made a choice. You made the same choice. And sometimes it's emotional. Some people emotionally can't break the habit because they feel like they're breaking the connection that they have to the loved one that they learned it from. Right. We have to free ourselves from that. Y'all guilty. I got a bunch of criminals in front of me. I'm guilty too. I'm guilty too. But it's time to be, you're either going to be guilty or you're going to be not guilty. But let me tell you something fun. Being a practitioner, when I look at you, I already know what I'm looking at. Okay? I know what I'm looking at physically. I know what I'm looking at spiritually. I know what you did. I know what you didn't do. I know that's my gift. You cannot fool yourself. You can't do it. So when you decide to make a bad decision, just know that your body gonna punish you for it. Your body's not gonna say, "Oh, I love you," and you can go ahead. You can go ahead and hookah. You can go ahead and eat all this fruit. You can go ahead and think that you healthy. You can think you healthy as you want to be. I can look at you and tell if you healthy because your body don't lie. Okay? A lot of us, what we have going for us is our lineage. Some of us have a strong constitution, but I feel sorry for the people that got a weak one. When you have a family that is just riddled with sicknesses, y'all can't trip like somebody whose family, are big and strong, Some of us did come from hard working, cotton picking, all this kind of stuff. Rice gatherers. That was hard labor. And thank God, because they did that hard labor, they gave us good DNA. But all of us don't have that. And now it's even worse. We're going to have new diseases. What's going to give us the new diseases? We got that damn computer. We're going to have new diseases. We're going to have diseases we ain't never seen before. Because we're eating things that are resembling things that we ain't got no business eating. It's coming. But you got the choice. The difference is your choice. When a criminal makes a decision to do the crime, and if you do the crime, you're going to do the what? Time. You're going to do the time. The choice is yours. So when I have people sit in front of me, I do not try to make them feel bad. But I say, just try to make little changes. Little changes. You don't have to change everything. But there's laws. You better drink half your body weight in ounces. Does everybody in here know how much they weigh? Does everybody know how much they weigh? Yes. Can you divide that by half in your head? Do you drink that much water every day? You're dehydrated. The heart needs that hydration so that the blood can get the moisture, because the blood should be like this. Okay? When you start putting salt and sugar and oil and grease, that heart is like, damn, this dummy keep on putting this stupid stuff inside my body, and I don't know how long I can be like this. And that's where we get in trouble. And then I have somebody sitting in front of me. I say, you know what? You got a pressure problem. No, I don't. I was like, don't worry. Just note it. Because when you pass out one day, it'll come back to your memory. The body's so forgiving that it'll tell you before it happens. It'll give you signs before it happens. The body will start to let it show. That's why Dr. Afrika's book, Holistic Self-Diagnosis, ain't no joke. Because you can start to look at yourself in the mirror. Your body will tell you, look, just like you're looking at me, you see darkness up underneath my eyes. The body's saying you better start getting some iron in your system. Iron is what carries oxygen throughout your body. You understand that? So there is things that our body reveals to us that if you don't pay attention to it, don't. That don't mean your body is not going to punish you. Is there anybody in here that thinks that their body loves them so much that they won't punish them? Anybody? Because it ain't. Your body say, no, keep on, dummy. You can keep on picking up cigarettes. You can keep on smoking weed. You can keep on saying, you know what, this marijuana is so good. I'm spiritual. I'm this and that. That is carbon monoxide to your lungs. Okay? That's carbon monoxide to your lungs. Your lungs is only made to have what inside of it? Air. Oxygen, right? So you're supposed to breathe in what? And you're supposed to breathe out what? Carbon dioxide. But you smoking the carbon dioxide. So if you smoking it, how can you get rid of it? And then somebody like, just pray for me, sister. I am going to pray for you. But I can do one better. I want to take that cigarette out your mouth. Because if you just do that, you'll feel better. That's why they're giving us marijuana. That's why they're giving it to us. You can do marijuana. It's a plant. Eat it. Eat it. Drink it. Steep it. Don't smoke it. And when you feel like you're all high, it's because it's not enough oxygen in your head. And that's why you're feeling like, oh yeah, I like this high feeling. Because your cells are being robbed of their oxygen. Your nervous system can't respond fast enough. And that high feeling is your body actually wanting to pass out and stop. And now we got young people that's doing it. It breaks my heart. And now they sticking stuff in it. Okay? These are the crimes that we commit against ourselves. These are the crimes that we commit. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. So you got the circadian rhythm. Take your butt to sleep at 2 o'clock if you want to. Be on that internet. You know, go out to that party. And it's 12 o'clock and everybody say, yeah, and clackling. You'd be like, I should have been home like 3 hours ago. You have to respect yourself. It's okay to do it every once in a while. I'm not saying be a robot, but you have to follow the laws. If you don't follow the laws, what's going to happen to you?
Pay the crime.
You're going to pay the crime. So the choice is yours.
That's every time.
You can be healthy. And I want to get on the next thing. The next thing is this. I have some people who love, how many people like natural stuff? Okay? I love it too. You have an issue, right? You take this natural stuff one time and you healthy. Okay? You have to keep this natural stuff inside your bloodstream. And it has to, there's a thing called half-life. Pharmacists use this language. It means that when you put a herb or a drug inside the body, its level of effectiveness goes for so many hours and then it starts to lose its effectiveness, okay? So you buy a bottle of Dr. Afrika's blood pressure and you take a couple of them, say it didn't work. You're damn right it didn't work. You only took 4. You gotta keep it inside your bloodstream. I don't care what it is, not just this, any herb. It has to be in your bloodstream. You put it in your bloodstream, say if you take it in the morning, 8 hours later, guess what? You need to take it again. And then in the morning, you do it again. It's to keep it inside the bloodstream. It has to stay inside the bloodstream so then it can start to heal the organs. Because remember, it has to go through the digestive process. So we don't understand that about anything natural. Sometimes you got to take something like this for 6 months to a year for it to actually get it, because it's a plant, remember? So you got to build that level of effectiveness. Once you've built the level of effectiveness, as soon as you do that, some people are like, well, I don't have the symptoms, I'm gonna stop taking it. Oh my goodness, now's the time for you to continue to take it, because now it's starting to do the work. Does it make sense? We got to change our mind on how we see things. We should be eating herbs like we eat food, because this is food, okay? I can overdose and just eat this, okay? And we need to get to the point where we're learning how to do this, because they are poisoning y'all's food.
Absolutely.
They are, and I'm talking about your organic, natural foods. They are poisoning them. If you smart, you will go get you a hydroponic system, or you'll put a plant inside your house and you'll start growing your own food. Stop having pretty looking plants and have a plant that can actually nourish your body. And you need to have a multivitamin and mineral, because believe it, that what you're eating doesn't give you the mineral and vitamin content that you need to be strong anyway. And I'm sorry, I'm going off. I'm sorry. You got, some people say, well, I'm Dr. Stevenson. I take vitamin C. I take vitamin D. I take vitamin K. I take a lot of that every day. Guess what? Vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin K, and a whole lot of them, they have relatives that have to be present inside of the body for that to even be accepted. So if you're taking vitamin D by itself, or vitamin K by itself, or vitamin C by itself, it can't even get into the bloodstream. Make it make sense. So you tell me, why do they put it inside the store as a singular, and I tell you, you better get a multivitamin and mineral first, and then take that, so that it can at least be absorbed inside the body. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes.
How many people have taken a lot of singular vitamins? Rich pee. Pee it inside that toilet nice and yellow. Vitamin B, vitamins, they nice and yellow, because they didn't get inside the bloodstream. And then you think that more is better. How many people think more is better? Like, you know, you just think, like, they tell me to take 2, but let me take 6. Number one, what they put outside the bottle is just not for therapeutic, it's just for food. So it's okay to add 1 or 2, but some of us we go out there and we do, you know, I do like 8 of these twice a day. And I said, for what? For what? Your body can't use it. Your body can only take so much before it gets rid of it. And I want to say one more thing. I'm trying to debate whether or not I want to say this to you.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Do it till it's done and go to the next one.
Truth sets us free.
There's 22 usable minerals inside the body. 22. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes.
22. What I just say?
22 usable minerals.
Usable,
Inside
right?
the body.
That's the key.
There's called a mineral wheel of relativity. Okay? This is what it looks like. Do you see this circle?
Yes.
Do you see all these around here? All the abbreviations that you see around here is all the minerals that the human body actually uses. Okay? Do you see all these lines going through here? If you take one of these, like say for instance, if you take this, do you see how many lines is connected to the one that's by my finger? See how many lines is coming off of it? Do you see how many lines is coming off of this here? Zinc. Do you see how many lines is coming off of ZN? Do you see how many lines is coming off of ZN? Quite a few, right? See how many lines is coming off of ZN? How many lines? How many are?
Connected.
They're other minerals. They not just complementary. You better have them, or zinc is not being absorbed inside your body.
Essential. Essential.
So,
Very minute.
do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? You got to have a what? Multivitamin and mineral. Why do you take a multivitamin and a mineral? Because it has everything in it. So just in case your intelligent self didn't know that zinc took 4 other minerals to be inside the body at the same time so that it can get into the bloodstream to help your immune system, you say, I'm doing good because I'm taking zinc. Or are you taking zinc with all the other minerals that's needed for it to be actually digested? Do you see the game? Game, recognize, game. Once you start to understand what the body needs, you get the information and you use it the best. Everybody in here should be on a multivitamin and mineral. Everybody in here should be on a multivitamin and mineral. Understood?
Yes.
How am I doing on time? Am I okay?
You good?
Am I getting on your nerves?
We can give time for the just for someone
shit.
to
Boom. Thank you. Flowers. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to now, brother here, Mr. Charles Johnson, will help you with your finance. We all know we have finances challenges. Ain't got enough money, and the money that you get, you can't seem to keep. So this gentleman is going to help you get out of debt, going to help you get loans, any personal loans, even business loans. And he knows his stuff. So you're very privileged. If you have money problems, we got a solution, and it's your resolution.
Because I got my mind on my money and got my money on my mind.
Right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Say your name again, brother.
Greetings. My name is Charles. They call me Professor Credit.
All right. What you got? Talk to us.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Brother Isa and Brother Rojo for letting me spend space and time with my family here today. And I want to thank them for allowing me to talk about something that most of us never learn about in school,
You got that right.
and that's credit. You know, a lot of us went to 10, 12, even 16 years of school, and never taught us anything about credit.
Pop never taught us about credit neither.
That's right. And that's not by accident. You know, back in the 1863, when the Emancipation Proclamation was passed and they granted the slaves freedom, one of the things that they said they wouldn't teach black people, matter of fact, it was 3 things they said they wouldn't teach black people. And one of the things was the art of business.
Oh.
Right? Now, the other 2 things, maybe I'll come back some other time and talk about, but I want to talk about that business aspect today. Now, when we were released from the plantations, they set up schools for us. you know. And in these schools, they set down a curriculum. And in that curriculum, it lasted from 1863 till today. That curriculum doesn't consist of us formulating anything for ourselves. So you see, today, we don't own anything. We have no businesses. We have no generational wealth set up. And that's because we have no knowledge of money. You know, we have a negative kind of aspect about money. I mean, you know, money is relative, you know, and it's relative in the sense of the more money you have, the more relative you have. You know?
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's right. But they set up a system called credit where we could get things on a promise of paying later. And in that system, they set up a numerical system that consists of what you call the credit score. Now, most of us know nothing about our credit score. You know, we might know what the number consists of, but we don't know how that number was calculated or anything. The system is set up so that the credit score is from 300 to 850. Now, in between the 300 and 850, that's 550 points. You know, and the way your credit score is set up, it involves everything in our lives. I mean, from the house you may live in, to the apartment you want to get, to the car that you drive, even your life insurance policy. They look at your credit score to see what kind of premiums they're going to set in on your life insurance policy. Now,
Who set this up? This credit stuff?
the people who set up the society.
The capitalists.
That's right. The people who set up the society. The so-called forefathers of this society, they set up a system that's built around business. Even though all of them were slave owners, they set up a system around business. You know, they teach us about George Washington, but he never told a lie, but they didn't teach us that he had 32 illegitimate slave children from the slaves that he raped. They didn't teach us that. But the system that they set up involves around us working. That's what the school system is set up on, us working. It's not set up for us to establish anything for ourselves. We're set up to be W-2 workers. You know, Carnegie and Rockefeller set up a system not to employ us so that we can build something for ourselves. They set up a system to have perpetual workers, even after slavery, perpetual workers.
So,
You know,
I got Izor.
Did they teach us about credit when we was emancipated?
no, they didn't teach us nothing about business. See, nothing about credit, nothing about money.
What about before integration? Did black schools and college institutions and business schools teach about credit?
Well, we on our own had set up a system when we were in what you call segregation. We set up our own system, but you can see by the evidence of what they call the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, what happened to that system. They became jealous of that system, and they destroyed it.
So can it be revised or brought back?
Sure it can, but we have to
Stick together.
we have to develop the other thing that they said they would never teach us, and that's the art of warfare. Whatever we build, we have to know how to protect it.
Right.
And they told us they would never teach us the art of warfare. That's the second thing they would never teach us.
What's it called again?
The art of warfare.
The art of war.
War.
Lao
How to
Tzu.
protect whatever you have. That's how this country is set up. You see the money they put in the military in this country. That's to protect the things that they build.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to be able to protect whatever you build.
So when did you decide to get into understanding credit and economics and how to save money, or give us a little background as far as what inspired you to get where you at now?
Well, I got into it when I went to get a loan to get a car. And I had no understanding about the credit score. So I went to get a old Altima. And it was 70,000 miles on the car. And they gave me, I had a credit score of 650. And my interest rate was 29%.
Damn.
On the car.
Back then?
Because of the credit score. Now, it prompted me to start studying why my credit score was what it was.
Uh-huh.
And it showed me how to get into it and try to increase my credit score. So as I went into the rabbit hole, I started finding out that there were 3 institutions set up that comprised of getting our credit reports. You know, we have what you call credit reports, and they're what you call adult report cards. They record everything that we do in our life, what we spend money on, how we spend it, and where we spend it.
Adult report cards.
That's right.
That's the first time I heard that.
And it's called the credit reports.
Oh, man.
See, well, we can get, each and every one of us can get a free copy of our credit report from what you call annualcreditreport.com. It's a free website where you can go on. The phone number is 877-322-2882. And you can get a free copy of your credit report from each of the credit agencies once a year. You can get a copy from Experian, you can get a copy from Equifax, and you get a copy from TransUnion. Those are the 3 major credit agencies. That's not including the 6 or 7 secondary ones that they have, like Intervis, SageStream, CoreLogics. Each one of these compile information on us, and when we apply for credit, they look into our backgrounds and see how liable we are to get whatever we're trying to get. You know, if your credit score is less than 680 and mine is 720, and we could be trying to get the same house. And I might wind up paying $100,000 less for the house than you will because my credit score is higher than yours. But we never know about this, you know?
So what happened to the time when folks would just save their money? Like we hear a lot about different cultures that said they bypass the whole credit thing, save their money and just pay cash.
That's a misnomer. You can never save your way to wealth. You can never save your way to wealth. I can get $100,000 in credit faster than you can save it.
Right.
Very interesting.
You know, tomorrow, with a proper credit profile, because that's what you need when you go and try to get credit, with the proper profile, I can get $100,000 from the bank tomorrow. How long do you think it'll take you to save up $100,000? A lifetime.
Okay.
Right?
Or a lifestyle.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you want to take the chance of being incarcerated, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? But what we need to do is develop a different relationship with money. See, when we get credit, it's not to go out and spend it on frivolous things that have no value.
Like what?
Like liabilities, like the latest Jordans, or the latest Chanel bags,
$200 jeans.
or yeah, any of that stuff.
Say it again, Flowers.
$200 jeans. What?
Yeah.
And they ripped. They got holes all in it.
Yeah. Spending $500 to get your hair done. You know, we can take that money that we get on credit and leverage it. That's the key, leverage. We take the money and we use, it's what you call OPM.
Other people's money.
That's right. That's right. We use other people's money to make money with, pay them back their money, and we take the profit and continue growing.
Exactly.
You know, but we have no knowledge of that. So you can only do what you know. You know, and as far as the generational wealth is concerned, we need to stop trying to leave something for our children. We need to start trying to teach our children things that we didn't know instead of trying to leave them something, because if they don't know how to keep it, they're just going to spend it when you leave.
And waste it.
That's right.
That is very well said.
Well, let me ask you this question. Let's say you have a credit on a credit card or something like that. Let's say it's $100,000, and they say you have to pay the minimum, and so you pay the minimum of $100 every month and hope that the credit goes down. It doesn't seem to go down. It seems to go up and up. What is the solution to that?
Well, what we need to do is understand that everything is done through computers, and the computers is comprised of what you call algorithms. And when they calculate the algorithms, if you pay just a little bit more, you don't have to pay $100 more. If you just pay $10 more, the computer will register that you paid more than the minimum. It won't say how much you paid, it just say you paid more than the minimum. So you have to understand how the system works.
Thank you.
That goes back to having the knowledge again.
Now, if people want to learn more from you, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, I'm the co-founder of an organization here in Brooklyn called CADE, C-A-D-E, CADE. And CADE stands for Community for the Advancement and Development of the X. Now, I know you're wondering what the X is, right? The X is us, because we've been X'd out of society. So we try to inform our people on the system and how they can build their economics through credit and through business.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
So let me ask you just one more question. So if you have a credit and the credit says you pay this minimum, and you pay that minimum, if you pay $5 more than the minimum or $10 more, the system will let you know. The system will say, well, you paid more, and that works in your advantage. Is that what you're saying?
It'll calculate that you paid more than the minimum. It doesn't say how much you paid more. It just say you paid more than the minimum.
Well, that's great information.
I heard one time, brother, that you could at least once a year pay down on the principal, because what we're really paying when we're making our credit card payments
is the
on
interest.
the interest.
Yes.
That's
yes.
29%, 23%.
Yes.
So that's a big deal when they say 0% interest for a year on this card.
See,
that you could pay down on the principal, and that would also limit, it would change the amount of time you were paying on the mortgage, for instance.
yes. But see, sister, the key is to increase your credit score, because the higher your credit score is, the less interest that you pay.
Right. And that will increase your credit score.
No,
Paying on the principal, paying down the principal.
Well, paying period, because the way they calculate your credit score is 35% of your credit score is payment history.
Okay.
30% is the utilization, how much credit you use. 15% is the age of your credit. 10% is the different kinds of credit that you have. You know, loans, auto loans, mortgages, or whatever. And then the other 10%
They got to break it down.
is according to what they call inquiries. How many times you apply for credit. So if you add all those up, that's what your credit score comes up to.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So the way you get in touch with you again?
Is www.cadeadvisor.com. It's Cade Advisors, one word. CADEADVISOR.com.